Oh, such a stretchy baby. Patty. Good morning. Welcome to the vlog. I'm going to try and vlog this week. We'll see how it goes. Kind of back on my regular schedule, which is nice. And, well, sort of. Theo had a sleep study last night, so things are kind of out of whack. I was going to go, but y'all know how I get about appointments. I started getting, like, my heartbeat was fast. I was starting to feel like I was going to pass out, and Nick was like, I'll just take him. I really don't care. So Nick ended up taking him. Let me show you these plants. I just love these so much. Anyways, so Nick is sleeping and I did drop off. And y'all, parents at drop off are a different breed. Where did Tofo go? Oh, I see her. Are a different breed, literally. There's this part of like drop off, which drop off is just show the first like 2 weeks. And there's this part where like you have to zipper, like one car goes, another car goes, and it's like a courtesy thing. And the person who was supposed to like let me in was just like, nah. So I gave him like a look, not even like any like gestures, and he flipped me off. And I was like, buddy, it's like 7:45 in the morning. You're dropping your children off for elementary school. I literally went like this. And he flipped me off, and then I like made like a gesture, like using my other finger to like every other, and he was like cursing, you could tell. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I don't know, people are crazy in the morning. Like, we're just trying to drop off our like kindergartners, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious. But also, like, if you see every single car for like 40 cars is doing every other, maybe just also do that out of courtesy. But anyways, I don't like coming on here and just full-blown complaining. Let me show you how my plants are doing, because they're not doing well. I'm in Texas, so you can only imagine. So there's my cucumbers. There's like a cucumber there, but it's just gonna live there. My yard has also been bird city. It's like 1,000,000 degrees here. This tomato plant's like, it's seen better days. I'm probably actually just going to like poach this for suckers and bring them inside, because that's like a whole different story. Is I have a grow tent inside now. Everything that's like in the shade is doing well. I'm still like watering everything. So like, I think realistically the only things that like full blown passed away are the cucumbers, and then this zucchini plant, which is literally dead in the water. But like, everything else looks kind of rough, but it's holding on. But anyways, yeah, so Nick is sleeping. Bennett and Theo are dropped off, which it's crazy. I have a kindergartner and a 3rd grader. Wild. I'm gonna take Tofu to daycare. She goes like 2 days a week just to get some puppy interaction. It also wears her out. She loves it. We love it. There is dirt in my shoe. So I'm gonna take her there today. And then I also have Lila has dance today. Lila also has dance tomorrow. Theo has dance Wednesday. I'm a busy girly pop. I just did Tofu drop off. Everyone acts like she's going to win an Oscar or something when we get in there. She's like, let me at him. Tofu's like the sweetest dog, but she's also like very like doesn't read cues, as far as like she wants to play all day, and other dogs like don't want to. So she is like the hey, play with me, hey, play with me. So I am probably gonna wake Lila up because it's 8:18. And then take her to the grocery store, because I like going to the grocery store Monday mornings. It's always the deadest, or just really any morning is usually pretty good, but I don't like going to the grocery store after like 10 a.m. if I don't have to. So I have like a pretty short list, but it's worth it. Also, we tried this pop yesterday. I'm just gonna let the kids have it as like a treat because it's caffeine free, but it's the A&W ice cream sundae. It tastes the way that like artificial chocolate smells, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna get Lila up, see if she wants to eat anything, which my kids are also the other thing. They're not really morning eaters. Which is the same as me. Nick like needs food or he'll die. But my kids, like, they could go till probably like 10 without eating and be fine and like be happy. And take her to the grocery store. You guys are gonna see how dirty Lila's room is. It's like bad. None of my other kids' rooms are like this, but I'm gonna clean it today. Yeah? Okay, $117. And I just went to Costco last week, so I think I have a lot of things still left in my ideas of food. But we have milk. We have these like cereal bars. My kids love these. They like them more than granola, but we still always have granola on hand. And then the things in the bags, there was one bread that didn't fit, so we just have like, this is like peanut butter and jellies with. Then they had like a coupon for if you bought 100 pizza rolls, you got a 50 pizza roll for free. And my kids, especially Bennett, love pizza rolls. Something really disgusting is that he will sometimes eat like 30 some of these in one sitting. Then they also had a coupon for yogurt. It was $1 off, so these were like $1 and change, and they're like Halloween themed. So I thought that they would really like those. Usually I just get yogurt at Walmart. Got fries because we make burgers this week. My kids have been asking for 2 weeks for lunch bowls. So I was going to have one of these for lunch today, and then there'll be ones probably for next week after swim, this week. And then I got ham to make grandpa soup, which is basically fried ham, potatoes, and onions. I also got pepperoni because just get the extra cheese ones, and then I get this, and then they'll eat the pepperoni otherwise. My in-laws really liked these. I had them in my freezer, so I just got an extra one for whenever they come over next. We'll have those. I really like them too. Nick said they were mid, but he's annoying. Also, speaking of Nick being annoying, Nick is very particular, and it has to have Ruffles chips, which are 2 times the price of H-E-B chips. But I bought me and the kids these, which I think these are even bigger. They're like half the price. 14 ounces, 13 ounces. Yeah, so this was, I think, 2 times the price of this. I just think it's heinous. I got tortillas for tacos this week. We usually use these ones. They're the tortilla 20, the size, like taco size. And I usually make like rolls for the kids and then seal them with cheese like on the pan. And then I make tacos for me and Nick, we like heat them up in the pan. Then I got muffins, which were also on sale. It was like buy 2 for something. Lila loves muffins. She wanted chocolate chip, and then I told her she had to get one that wasn't, so she got banana. And then Theo requested blackberries, and then I also got a bunch of blueberries. I got lettuce for the tacos and other things, and I got onions for literally every meal because I was out. And then I also got brioche bread because I'll probably do French toast and bacon for dinner one night. Potato rolls for the burgers. I want to make frosted mini wheats because they had $1 off, so they were pretty inexpensive. And we always go through cereal. Another thing that was like, I think they're getting rid of them. They're on super sale are these like yogurt covered raisins, and Theo and Bennett both, well, Bennett doesn't like raisins, but Theo loves raisins, and I don't think he's had these ones. He just usually eats regular raisins, but I thought because they're so inexpensive, I can put them in his snack. I usually put the other raisins in, but these ones are like more because they're covered in yogurt. And then I got ponzu sauce. I don't know what I want to do with this, but I love whenever I go to Hot Pot, everything ponzu, I just want it. I love like citrusy kind of tangs. And then I also ran out of oyster sauce, so I picked up another one of these because when I make spam fried rice, I use oyster sauce and other things. But I think that was everything I have in the freezer. I bought bacon at Costco. I got ground beef at Costco. I think that's all that's left. The milk actually expired. We bought 2 gallons, and it was Best Buy yesterday. So there's probably like in a gallon like this much left, which is, I don't think that we could buy milk at Costco. We could buy bread at Costco. We went through 2 loaves of bread, so we have, I think, like this much bread left, so we could definitely get that at Costco. So I think I'm going to try doing like every other week Costco and every other week H-E-B, and then if we need to do a mini run. But I also think I'm going to go to Trader Joe's either at the end of this week if I can manage it, if not the beginning of next week, just to get some like fun things, like fun freezer items, fun snacks, like random things like that. Freeze-dried fruit my in-laws wanted, stuff like that. So that is basically the grocery, so 117, which I feel like is about the normal. I feel like when we go to Costco, we spend a little bit more. We spend around like 200, but it's not bad. It is 10:40 and I am eating. Nick is up. He's like doing laundry and dishes and all kinds of things. I have done payroll and I did a bunch of files for stuff that I worked on last night. Last night I finished one collection, which was just a reformat of, you're not getting a clank count, I'm just letting you know. Nick just still always makes fun of me whenever I'm like mixing this up, which I'm still not over this breakfast, in case you were wondering. It's been over a year and I'm still not over it. But I did that. I did payroll. I did a Facebook post. I checked my emails. I sent the customs to Nick. So basically, I've been doing customs for a while now for like book stuff. The hardest, like not hardest, but the most time sensitive, not time sensitive, time like where it takes a lot of time suck, I don't know, is like going through the customs and like getting the covers of the books, like not actually even formatting the files, it's just like getting the covers is just like such a long process, especially some weeks I have so many, like literally so many customs. And basically I just send Nick now the like lists, and then he like gets them all and puts them in folders for me so that I can make the files for them. So I got him that list. I'm making myself breakfast, like I said. It was like more of a brunch. It's 10:30. But I mean, since I've been up since I think 6:45, I woke up. So this is my first foods of the day. I've had my Alani. There's not much in here at all. I'm probably gonna need another drink. But basically, on the agenda is I need to go to work. I need to pick up stuff. I'm gonna print orders. I just actually also booked our Gen Con hotel for 2026, which is wild because it's literally like 50 weeks away. But last year, basically, after I got back from Gen Con and just like the vibes of like the next 4 months, I was like not in the mood to go to Gen Con this year currently. But then like things changed. I feel like whenever I went to BGG Spring, which if you don't know, Gen Con is like the biggest in the United States, I think, for board games. It's like the second biggest in the world for like board game, tabletop gaming, RPG, etc. But and then BGG is Board Game Geek, which is kind of like Wikipedia for board games or Goodreads for board games. It has a bunch of different events, but two of them are in Texas, and we go to those every year in Dallas. So we went to the spring version of BGG, and then I decided I want to go to Gen Con. We booked Gen Con last minute. I feel like we got a decent price on the hotel, but I got the best price I've ever gotten. Normally, for whatever days it is normally about $1,000 for the whole like days, because it's like the whole city, every hotel is booked, every Airbnb is booked, everything is booked because it's huge. It's like 72,000 people, and that's attendees, so like I mean other people as well. But yeah, I got it for $650. That's wild. And it's at like an airport hotel, which is where we normally stay. It's like a 15-minute Uber, but I was literally blown away. But I stalk that. And that's not what I did last year, but it's what I did the year before is I booked it 50 weeks out, and that's when you get the best deal. But there's only a couple hotels I think that do that. A lot of them are still like $400 a night, which is wild to me for like the hotels that they are. But a lot of them they are like Gen Con booking only, like they book through the like portal, which you can get decent deals. But $650 for all of that, I'm calling steals and deals. But I'm gonna eat this, let my computer charge a little bit, because whenever I was working last night, it died in bed. I don't have a computer charge in my bed. We are at the good old work, and I have some stuff that I needed. Like I said, I'm gonna be printing orders. To reorganize my life. Be printing orders. I have some things that I want to get done for Lark and Owl, which if you didn't know, Lark and Owl is a local to me bookstore. It's in north of Austin. And I have a little section there, which is really fun. I actually had Nick, which if I remember, I'll show you. He did like a 3D print. I made the file and he printed it of like my logo, and I actually have two, so I have one in my office. But I have some things that I'm going to prep for that. I'm going to be doing a huge like Halloween stock there, so if you're local, definitely go check it out, because support the local bookstores, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna print orders. I have some things that I want to package up for that. It's just easier to do it here, I found, than doing it at home. And I think that that's going to be what I do here. I don't have all of my like samples ready for this week's releases because I'm just not done. And normally I do those Sunday night, Monday night. Usually Nick has like D&D on Sunday night, and then Mondays he usually plays with his friend Tony, Mondays and Wednesdays. But Nick just informed me that he switched with Tony so that he could spend time with me tonight because he missed me so much, which I was like, sounds like a lie, but like, what do I know? And also something that I didn't tell you that just happened yesterday. So I think I said Theo went to a sleep study, which we're interested to see the results. I think he just has restless leg syndrome, which is what I have. And mine's been like my whole life as far as I can remember, but it's never been like super inhibiting. It's just like annoying to other people like Nick, basically, who like lays in bed with me. but I think it inhibits his, like, he doesn't get really good sleep because of it, and then also, like, he moves around a lot, so we don't know if that's, like, also do with it, but I'll let you know whenever we figure it out. But what I was saying is yesterday, before he left for his sleep study, Nick was, like, just, like, Theo was sitting on Nick's lap, and Nick was just kind of, like, rubbing his head and, like, just hanging, and Nick, like, looked at me, and he goes, Andrea, come here. So he went into his office with Theo, and I thought, like, I said something that was, like, triggering that he wanted to, like, talk to me about, because I said something about, oh, there's, like, a new McDonald's world in Fortnite, and I thought, like, maybe he, like, there was something he didn't want me to say, or he looked, like, really serious, and I was like, what's wrong? And he's like, there's a tick on his head, and it was, like, a big one, so we had to, like, hold him, and I told him that it was just, like, a sticker in his hair. We had to yank it out, which it took out, like, a big kind of clump of skin with it, so we saved the tick, and it wasn't, like, fully embedded yet, and it took out, like, what it was attached to. We cleaned it with alcohol, and then we saved the tick, and Nick is going to be mailing it out to, like, get it tested. We have Nick's friend from Pennsylvania, his wife got bit by a tick and didn't know it, and she ended up having Lyme's disease, and it, like, fully impacted her life. So I'm, like, kind of nervous, but thankfully, like, I don't think it, like, was in him yet. I think it just, like, had got its little, like, tentacle thing into it, its little pinchers, but ugh. And it makes me so nervous, but we're gonna send that in because I'm a better safe than sorry kind of gal. But that was terrifying. But then I showed him afterwards, I was like, yeah, it's a bug, and he was like, okay, whatever. He was, like, not happy with me pulling skin off of his head and then having to, like, hold him down and put alcohol on it, but he recovered pretty quickly with a couple of mini M&Ms, if you know what I mean. It's all about the bribing. Tell me why I'm already tired. Tell me why I'm already tired. It is 12:33. I am back at my house. This is everything about her. And here's my computer. So, show you what I have that I'm bringing to. I don't know if I'm going to do it this week. If I do, it'll probably be towards the end of the week. Because I also was thinking about doing, like, cute little, like, staff bundles of, like, just a couple of things just to be like, hey, you know, the things. So I have some of these, like, 10-piece sticker grab bags, and then I have these, which I actually needed to grab these. I have some other things on the side here too, but basically I just did 15. I'm so used to, like, this being my at work pull hand. 15-piece spooky foil, and then I have a bunch, because these sell the best, if I'm being for real with you, vinyls. So I have a bunch of vinyls here that were just released, and then I also have a couple of these 7-piece, is it 7 or did I do 5? Pretty sure I did 7. I have to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 7. Yeah, 7, like, mini die cuts. And then I also have this whole bin. I brought a bunch of sticker books over there and they all sold out, so I'm bringing 7 more over there. This is what I had Nick print me for my shelf, because right now I just have, like, a sticker thing on there. I have some more vinyls. I have a bunch of fall and Halloween ultimate kits to stock as well. I'm not joking that Nick has called me, like, 6 times today. I was like, buddy. He's like, I just missed you so much. Go away. Okay, so large matte sticker sheet. I just did the Halloween reading journal ones. And then I have some small matte sticker sheets of different, like, Halloween reading journal deco. Just basically setting up a Halloween shop. And then I always have just some journaling cards there for freebies. But I also want to bring in some junk journaling stuff. I think that would do well. So I put some stuff on the production list for Kirsten to print cut, but right now she's doing 2 weeks worth of orders, so she's busy. She's a busy girl. Oh, also brought home. I also brought home 2 silver confetti foil bundles because I literally don't have any, and I needed them. More stars V3 because I have, like, 2 left on my sheet right here. So I needed more of those. And then I also brought home, because I only ever bring home 1 of the background boxes. So I brought home, oh, they're home already. 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, Scribbler 3 of this. My house is going to go back to being loud. Me and Nick were cuddling. and we're watching the birds.
Watching the birds.
We get so many birds. Oh, over there, you just won. Oh yeah, we match.
Yeah. I was looking to see how my hair looked in the camera.
Phosphorescent. So we're ordering more filament to do some like window bird feeders.
And like hanging ones.
And then we're gonna go to Walmart and get more bird feeders. I want to see if they have any bird baths, some more bird feed, and ooh, that's fun. Ooh, I like that one. So where do I go?
Hold on. Well, you're on the wrong page.
Oh, that's the bulk.
Do
basic
or matte.
Matte.
So matte is matte. Basically,
Okay. I gotcha. So we're ordering filament because we're running low. Because Nick got a new 3D printer that matches our hair.
Yeah, that was pretty
Matte
cool.
apple green.
That's very cool.
So yeah, that's the update. I feel like I definitely fit the millennial meme of skipping my midlife crisis and just going straight to being a grandparent. Welcome to my grow tent. So these are pumpkins. I feel like I kind of messed up because one, I planted way too many because I didn't think this many would germinate. Also, the lighting's gonna be weird because of the light. Avocado. Those probably won't go anywhere, but you know, tomato, all pumpkins. I'm definitely gonna give these away to people, but I also think I might have planted them a little too early. Actually, those are cucumbers, I lied. And they're different breeds. Talking, I couldn't tell if he was talking to me. More pumpkins, tomatoes, banana pepper, Roma. Those ones there and these ones were like outside before I got my grow tent, and they're just looking a little rough. This is actually a tomato from a shoot, so that was really fun to do with the kids. And also Bennett did plant all of these pumpkins, so he loved that. This is another experiment with green onions. They were just cut at the bottom and then they've grown. And then these are all different things that I planted, say probably about 5 days ago. Cucumbers are just wild to me. They just like are wild and crazy, but yeah, the romaine's doing really well. The zinnias, I'm starting inside just to see how they do. But yeah, I'm just obsessed with this. It's just so fun and the kids love it. And yeah, it's messy and stuff, but that's just where I'm at. But these pumpkins are crazy. But my thought is, I feel like I planted them a little too early because it's still hot and I feel like they probably could be transplanted outside soon. But I did get bigger pots for them, so I do need to repot them. I think I just might need to move everything around and dedicate a larger area to just pumpkins. And see if I can keep them inside. I might have to like self-pollinate. Just right, you know. But that's what's happened since I saw you guys last. It's a very me thing. And you may know if you've been here a while where I go 0 to 100. Where I'm like, I'm a gardener now. I chaos garden, now I'm a gardener. I was making pickles and stuff from my cucumbers and my dill that I grew in my backyard. And it was so satisfying. So satisfying. I made so many pickles. Hannah was obsessed with them. I think next year I'm going to have to just be a cucumber farmer. I already have a full plan for a garden, raised beds, the whole nine. I have a favorite gardening store. And now I'm going to go to Walmart and get my bird food. Back from the store, we got corn cobs for our squirrel feeder. We got wildlife foods like squirrel, bird, etc. like together. We got a smaller bird feeder, like a yellow one. We got one of those like cages that holds the like pre-made bird food like squares and some of those squares. And I'm so excited. I just love my birds so very much. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Also went to McDonald's and I got a Coke. And Lila's dance class was canceled for tonight. She is peeved, quite peeved. And it's like a whole thing. So I'm just gonna have a chill night, which I'm not honestly mad about at all. So how much am I gonna tell you? I don't remember. Lila's being dramatic, if I'm being real with you. So open this, and I also have some wax to show you. Might as well. Mostly I want to get this stuff put away. So this is my sticky subscription. I was saying I don't really use these in my reading journal anymore, but I like just getting some surprise stickers. I don't have sticky anymore. Not sticky. I don't have pip sticks anymore. This is a lot. But I figured if I was going between the two, this would be the one. This would be the vibes. What is the theme of this one? Anywhere but here. I kind of actually really like that. These little like notepads. Those would be cute for junk journaling. Some books. Some little mushroom houses. They're cute. And then some cute like landscapes. And I really like these ones. They remind me of like the labyrinth. A bunch of different stairs. And then there's the little sticker if you wanted to like organize them in here. I don't. I just throw this away. But yeah, I usually use one of these stickers on like a junk journal page. Some little die cut stickers, and then last but not least is some little like note cards, and that is the pop pack. And then I also have the cute pack. Not wild on the vintage one. This one's cute. Oh, it's ice cream. So it's called Sunday Special Delivery. The two die cuts in here are, and they're stickers. These are like some little sundaes. And then this is a little notepad. I do follow them on Instagram, and I've ordered from them before because they're all different artists for the most part. Very cute, like mail / ice cream. And then this one is more just like kind of mail centric, which is very cute. These like Sunday little seals, a bunch of little ice creams. These are cute, little teeny ones. And then these like different animals as like the shaved ice. I don't know what those are called, but they're very yummy. And then the mail, again from that same artist, little mail sheet, very cute. And then I think I also follow this person on Instagram too. Try and follow all my favorites, and then if they like release stuff, I can buy it from them as well. I don't know what that was. I don't know, wax. So, Sulfur Fantasy Wax. I'm going to sniff it all for you. This is Cujo. I've been back on my wax melting. Glazed donuts, mallow fireside type, and espresso. Especially because I feel like having a dog, like, she doesn't really smell. I feel like we get like a lot of outside scents inside now, if that makes sense. Like, it just smells a little more, like, I don't know. Not clean, but just more earthy. And it might also because I have the thing in there. This smells really good. It's like a very hint of espresso. So I think I'll be able to melt that without Nick complaining, because Nick hates the smell of coffee. This one's Pull for a Chat. I'm not sure. I think that this might be from one of the reality TV shows. I think they might have been a Big Brother collection or something. Key lime pie and zucchini bread. Probably bussin'. Yeah, that's so good. Casa Amor. Or is that Love Island? It might be Love Island. Serendipity type pink sugar and pink frosted cake. It's so good. It smells so yummy. I love pink sugar. Hurricane Huda. Apple butter, caramel, and angel food cake. I'm not a big fan of apple, if I'm being real with you. I feel like it's one that I haven't melted recently, so I should probably try it on warm to see, because sometimes things like banana, I feel like they smell different on warm and cold. This one is Crashing Out, which is blue sugar, pistachio, and zucchini bread, which also sounds so good. That one smells like crack. I got a text, which is Boardwalk Mellow Clouds type summer scoop and fresh baked bread. I feel like Love Island. Ooh, I like that one. It's very fresh, fruity, but like in a bakery scent. I feel like Love Island, like the hype around it, reminds me of the hype that like was around Jersey Shore. I love Jersey Shore though. Close Off, Beach Nights type, cotton candy and waffle cone. Me and Nick watched Jersey Shore up until like 2 years ago, and we just have been behind on TV shows. No other reason that we didn't stop watching it. We love Jersey Shore. There's that. And then Amaya Papaya, which is mango papaya and southern sunshine. It's one of the, I haven't rewatched it in its entirety, but I did rewatch like from beginning to live, like probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I do not like that one. I don't like mango though, so it's not really a big surprise. My dream date, cute. Strawberry pound cake, white cake, and yellow cake. That sounds really good. Bussin'. Misery, which is smoked vanilla and yum bougie mallow type. It's very like chillax. It kind of smells library-y, kind of expensive, kind of a little bit more masculine maybe. Good Morning Islanders, which is peaches and cream and sugar cookies. I don't think I'm gonna like this one. It's not offensive, but I just don't like peach. But I would say that this isn't like wildly peach, so it's not bad. I feel like Nick would like it. And this one is Carrie, which is apple, pumpkin, strudel, and zucchini bread. This one's really good. I like that one. The apple in that is really nice. It's like a very minimal, a warmer scent. Pet Cemetery, I think there was also some kind of scary movie horror situation. Blackberry jam butter cookies, beach night type and pretzel, which also sounds so good. That's like a #1 scent combo. Salem's Lot, which is pumpkin pecan waffles, blueberry, and cornbread. I'm not a big fan of blueberry, if I'm going to be real with you. I've tried it in many different things. I usually like blueberry and zucchini bread together because I feel like it kind of cancels out the blueberry a little bit. That's not my fave. Mamacita, which I've seen that name before. It's a chorizo 71 type and cake batter. Sorry if you hear loud in the background. She's just loud. She starts back at like preschool in 2 weeks, and I'm so excited. It one smells really yummy. It smells like a perfume kind of. This one is Soul Ties is Crazy. Fresh baked strawberries and lemonade. I do Lila. That one's potent. I'm not a big fan. It's very like zingy, almost like a Mountain Dew. It, which is caramel, apple, funnel cake, and blackberry. Is this what it was before, I think? Yeah. I'm not a big fan of apple, like I said, and I'm not a big fan of the funnel cake. That's just the way you make me feel, which is salty sea air mac apple and vanilla ice cream. Again, not huge on apple. This is like not offensive to me. I think it smells like almost like a caramel apple. Yeah, something like a caramel apple, like a little bit more bakery. So it's not bad, but it's just not my favorite. And then the Shining, which is pumpkin apple butter and autumn woods. This one smells like a fall store. I like this one. So, it's everything from Fantasy Wax. It's the only thing I melt anymore, y'all. Fantasy Wax is just where it's at. Everything is always a banger. So if I remember, I will link it down below. Otherwise, Fantasy Wax on Etsy. Thank you so much for watching this portion, and I'll be back in a second. I'm tired. Theo goes, Mommy, you need to brush your hair. Nick printed this last night, so basically, I don't know what side you put the tape on, but you just kind of like 3M tape it to your window, and then this comes, oh, I see. So you tape it that way. This comes out, and then you could put birdseed in it. Really good. I guess you probably 3M tape this and this. And then he also printed this because we use like round cotton swabs for our face. He actually started using it's like the Garnier micellar water in the green bottle. So he is like, we need this to put the little things in, but I think it turned out really good. So Nick just left with the boys and Lila. Oops. Nick just went with the boys and to drop them off at school, and then oh my god, my stuff's everywhere. I have like craft piles of like things that like I need to craft. Okay. And then Lila's still sleeping because she was up late last night. She just like, I don't know why, like we tried, okay, well we'll take away like naps. Still doesn't want to go to bed till like 9. Oh my god. She's just cranky in the morning. Tofu's still asleep, so, which also, she's another thing. So, I did get in my reward. I think this is from Patreon, which I actually just messaged somebody on Patreon because I was like, I've been a member of this since like May, and I haven't gotten any rewards I'm supposed to get, so I'm unsure on how that works. So, this is the ISO Room Club, and I'm kind of obsessed. So you get like a little code and stuff, and then there is just like a little room decor, as well as a little like waterproof vinyl sticker. And I just think that this is so fun, so cute, and I'm obsessed. So basically today on the agenda is Lila's supposed to have dance. Don't know if that's officially happening or not. At like later in the day, not in the morning. And then I have a massage and Nick has a doctor's appointment. So my in-laws are coming over to watch Lila for like an hour basically. And then I need to do a lot of work. So a lot of just me sitting at my computer. So I feel like that's like what sometimes deters me from vlogs, is because like so many hours of my week is just me sitting here, or sometimes in bed, but mostly here, and just on my computer working, because I need to do this week's releases and get that all situated. I was going to do it last night, but then Nick switched with his friend and I didn't do anything. I just really my book was about like 9. I'm here with you. I'm so tired. What was that? Oh, what's that? Donovan!
Don't appreciate that.
Got dressed, took all my jewelry off, had my hair tied, put my hair up, and my trusty. These are actually not trusty though, because they were irritating me last night. They kept like disconnecting every like minute, and I was like, I swear. You hear Lyle in the background. She's a loud girl. But anyways, I got most of the Black Cat Cafe collection done. It's 9:20. I also ate breakfast, and basically what I have to do when I get home for Black Cat is the deco type stuff, like all of the deco pages throughout all of the collections, because I'm doing weekly collection, Hobonichi collection, journaling, and junk journaling. So all of those have their own collection pages. So I'm going to do those when I get home. I'm going to do customs when I get home. And then, which I can actually start copying those over from the server, I will probably move on to the next collection, which I think as of right now, I plan to do it was like Leo art released by, is it Dina or Diana? I don't remember. But yeah, that art was released, and I was like, I feel like it'd be do better after Christmas, but it's like technically Leo art, and I don't even know like Leo zodiac dates to August 22nd, so it's like basically over. So I'm like, I don't know, because I also kind of wanted to reformat Little Witch. I think that's a really cute collection, so I might actually do that instead and save main character, well, I'm calling it main character energy, for later, just because Leo season is basically over. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do, because I feel like it just doesn't make sense, especially because I feel like outside of Leo, I feel like it would do best because it's like very party looking. I think it would do really well for New Year's, and then people who are Leos can just buy it with like, and it'll come with like the freebie will have like Leo stuff on it, and then they can use it for their birthday next year if they want to. But I think otherwise, like outside of it being Leo, it's giving more New Year's Eve energy. So I think I might do that, just so I'm using my time wisely. And we currently don't have Little Witch in shop because it was like the old format that was taken out of shop, which if you're seeing this like pretty soon after it's released, my doodles are leaving. I'm going to be reformatting not all of them, probably not even 50% of them, probably like maybe 25% of them, maybe. So if there's any doodles that you like love and adore, I would definitely pick them up. I'm just going to go through and do the top like 100 or 200 selling doodles and do like new colorways for them, and I kind of just have to see how I want to do it. We will see. But yeah, I'm about to leave here in about 20 minutes. I feel like I need to have Nick 3D print me something to like hold my camera while I drive, because I have no like flat spot to even like put the little stand. But basically I'm on my way to my massage appointment. I'm gonna design something that can hold this camera, because I feel like there's definitely a need for it. And I have like some ideas. I would just need to like sit down and use the 3D printer thing to design something up, but I'm on my way to my massage appointment, and I thought I would chat with you about the books that I'm currently reading because I don't know. So I am listening to Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and I loved The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo like a bunch. Like, I think everyone did, that's the thing. And I think I'm like 60% of the way, and I'm like, things have happened but not have happened. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still like, okay, so like what's the point kind of situation. Like, I get where we're going, but I don't know why it's taking so long to get there because not much has happened. I think it's very much so a character development, which I think is like Taylor Jenkins Reid's thing, but I feel like more happened in Evelyn Hugo. So I'm like a little disinterested, but like things are definitely speeding up a little bit, but it's like little by little. It's definitely more an emotional read, and I'm not like wildly big on those. And then I'm also physically reading, is it The Cruel Prince? Or I think that's what it's called, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, something. I think it's Holly Black. And that one, I think I'm also like 50% or more of the way through. And it is a trilogy. I do like it, but I feel like it's another one where I'm like, okay, like not much has happened. But that one is more world building, if that makes sense. And I guess like character like building, but like more of the world building, I think. And I feel like I'm just generally bored right now, and I'm trying not to like DNF both of them because it's not like I hate them, I'm just like so freaking bored. There's other things I want to be reading, but I just want to finish them because I'm like 50% of the way, and they're not like offensive. I'm just like disinterested, you know what I mean? So I will update you further on Atmosphere after this. I think I might go to the Dollar Tree to see if they have any other Halloween stuff out yet, because I need to decorate my little shelf at Lark and Owl, and I don't have anything really Halloween-y to do so we'll see. Y'all, I had to stop listening because just hear crying. God, that's so sad. Okay, so I'm in my car. Nick actually asked me, I guess like because his parents were over, he had a doctor's appointment, so they're at Olive Garden, so he asked me to meet them there. So I am currently on my way to Olive Garden, and with Lila as well, obviously. We didn't leave her home. But yeah, that book, like the last 30%, like so much happened that, I mean, like I get it. Like it's, and I'm like getting a massage, and like thank God I wasn't fucking getting my eyelashes done, because you can't get those wet, you know, like for 24 hours, 48 hours. So like I don't think it would bode well, because there was literally just like tears running down my face, and like I'm trying to breathe out of my mouth because my nose is starting to get clogged. And I'm like, okay, I might just have to like pause this until I can do this in the comfort of my own home, because I was like, it was starting to get really, really like, I was gonna start like kind of crying, because it is so freaking sad. And I mean, like, as of right now, I feel like any book that can make me cry that hard and like has a good premise overall is like gonna be 5 stars, because I'm like that, like deeply connected to the story. But I feel like I'm just like, I don't know if it's a spoiler, but I'm just so frustrated because it happens in the, I don't know, like the 50s or what, but like the climate around sexuality is not good then. So I feel like I just get very, very frustrated, and it reminds me of like how it is now, and like how it's not like, you know, it's like pretty bad in the world. But I don't want to like give too much away, you know. But I feel like that was just kind of making me mad and sad the whole time, and then it just leads up to being like even more sad and mad and just frustrated with everything. And it's just it's a really tough thing to listen to, and it's just breaking my whole heart. Like, I was like, nothing's happening in this book, and I'm like kind of bored. But I was right, it's like building of the characters for such a long time, and it was like sad on so many different like levels and like storylines. It wasn't just like one thing, it was like just so much sad, and then so much like, it's just like one of those like epic love stories. Like, I feel like Evelyn Hugo was an epic love story, and it's not like one of those like cheesy love stories. Like, it's a love story that like breaks your heart into like 17,000 million little pieces and then just keeps stomping on it. Do you know what I mean? What am I gonna listen to next? I don't even know. Like, I feel like I'm gonna be like just broken. I need something like kind of chiller. I was actually thinking that, so, which actually, do I have the right one? I think I was like finishing up Crescent City, because I think I listened to like 40% of it. Just feel like I have to get through them, and I don't really want to, you know what I mean? House of Earth and Blood, I think I got 40%, which is long. It's a long one. But I think it was also before me listening to audiobooks at multiple times speed. Like, I probably could listen to this at 2 times speed. But I think one of my biggest gripes about like this listening experience was how annoying Bryce's voice was. And just, I guess in general, Bryce is annoying, but I feel like also her voice, like the voice actress in the graphic audios being annoying, was like extra irritating me. But yeah, I listened to 40% of it, and a friend of a friend, Hannah's friend, was like, no, you need to read it. At like chapter 92, it gets good. And I'm like, I just don't know. But I also feel like I already read 40% of it, so I could just hop on in. And it's definitely one of those ones that like I could just listen to on 2 times speed and just blow right through it, see what the fuss is about. Because, I mean, a lot of people love this book. I just am so gosh darn bored, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's between that one and there's also the Book of Azrael, but only the part 1 of part 2 of the dramatization adaptation. But so I don't want to like listen to 1/2 of a book. I feel like that's silly. Like, if it was like one book of a series, fine, but no, I don't want to listen to half of it. Red Rising Saga, the graphic audio, but I'm pretty sure that the narrator has an accent, like the main one, and it's hard to listen to multiple times speed because it's like a pretty thick accent. I feel like also man accents are like harder for me to listen to fast. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna just do Crescent City. It's literally 27 hours. What's so I've listened to, if I listen to 40% of that, what is that, like 12 hours or something? And still nothing's happened. So wish me luck. So basically what I'm doing work-wise is I'm doing all the files right now for Black Cat Cafe. I finished almost all of it before I left, actually. But I need to do the files. And I'm going to basically send all of these over to Kirsten to start getting the samples, because she doesn't work tomorrow. And then Thursday's kind of like whenever I need to get like all of the listings and stuff done. But I also have a tattoo appointment on Thursday, and I don't know like the 411 on how that's going to go as far as like the timing of everything. So I may want to have it all done prior to that, and I feel like it'd be rushing. And I also have like a play date scheduled for that. I'm just tired. I have so many things to do, you know?
What?
Raining time, but everyone is in bed. We had tacos for dinner. Took Lila to her first dance class, which was very successful. And Theo was kind of in a mood today. He had like a little bit of a, I don't know if he had a real issue at school with like another kid or what, but I think he's just overstimulated and tired. But let's go ahead and open 2 blind boxes I got on the TikTok shop. Basically, I really wanted this one, and then if you spent like X dollars more, you got free shipping, so it would basically be like $1 for this one or something. I don't remember what it was. But I don't really care which one I get, because I think they're all cute. I think the black one is probably like least my aesthetic. But this is Loneliest Never Ends. I don't really know what this is all about, but I just thought they were really cute. And I have one Labubu. I don't need more Labubus, so I'll branch out. There is like a really cute like blind box store. Oopsies. Oh no, I know which one it is from the card. But I like that one, okay. In Austin that I want to go to sometime and get some blind boxes from. Oh god, I'm so excited. Oh god. I'm not gonna lie that if I got to actually pick, This would be in my top 3. Oh my god. I don't know if this is like legit or not, or I don't care. I mean, it doesn't look like a Lafufu looks. I know my Labubu's real. I think it was before they started making Lafufus. But, this is so cute. So what I thought was really funny about these ones, oh my God, I can't wait to put this on something. Lila's gonna want to steal it, is their eyes change. And I just thought that was like the cutest thing in the whole world. Like, why is that the sweetest thing ever? Oh my god, they're kind of like glittery. I don't even know which eyes I like best. Kind of like these because she looks like she's like so stinking cute. Definitely Lila's gonna try and steal her. She is Nini. Very cutesy, very adorable, and also like so what is like feels like it's like posable almost, or is there something that you press? I don't know, like it feels like there's like a mechanic in here. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Or unless it's just posable. I don't know, but it feels like there's some kind of like mechanism. I'll have to look into it. But so cute. Adorable. Little card. And then this is like heads of the same type of thing. So I thought that was cute. I was also debating on a Disney one. But they have these really, I'm not going to look in there. They have these really cute Disney ones at the Austin store. That is so cute. Oh my god. Why is this the cutest little thing? And it's a little stinking strawberry, which is like Lila's like iconic thing. Oh my god, and this one's eyes also change. Let me know, is there like Lafufu versions of these, or is it like all that there is? It's just these ones. So cute. Gotta smell for a second. I didn't even look at the options for this one. Oh my god, look at her. Honestly, like another one that if I would have got to pick, they're all really cute, but I would have wanted one of these 3, and probably the strawberry would have been my top want, because like it looks like Lila. I'm obsessed. Okay. Why are these so cute? It literally says on the card 100% sweetness. I'm obsessed. I love a mystery, y'all, especially whenever the mystery like hits. I also got this at Walmart. I don't know if there's any like anything in here that I don't know about. So there's 5 exclusives. I think it shows all the exclusives. Basically, it's a Munchlings candy cart, and they had it on sale for $9, originally $20. So I picked it up just for my like trinket shelves to have and like put other Munchlings on display. I think it's cute. So I'm definitely putting these on my bags and stuff. Honestly, it'd be even cute just to put it on my water bottle. It's so cute. Here's the thing. I know this is going to give you a lot, not you a lot of you heart palpitations, but is my closet? Not proud of it. So basically, Nick has requested for me to clean this up because it's a trash hole and he does the laundry. So first things first is I'm going to have cookies and milk. I brought in 3 2-packs. Who knows? I'll either eat 2 or 3. I haven't decided yet. Have my drink, and then I'm also going to listen to my audiobook, which I'm currently listening to Crescent City. I think I already told you that. But I'm going to do a time lapse, and hopefully in like an hour or 2, it'll be good as new in here. I need to like go through and like actually go through my stuff. But not today, my friend. And we are done. Done. And that's that. We are finished. I didn't like go through everything or like clean it like that, but like it's better, you know. I say also I've listened to this book for however long that was. Still nothing has happened. Good morning. Vloggy vlog. It is what time? 7:43. Boys are at school. Lila's eating breakfast. She's having 2 muffins, one of each of the ones that, or actually no, she wanted 2 banana ones this morning, and a pile of blueberries. Girl loves her blueberries. And I am working on restocks, And then I am going to be going to work. I slept like a baby last night. I actually woke up at like 2 because I went to bed pretty early. I think that's the other thing about like, I like when school's in session because like during the summer, like we'll like sleep until 8:30, depending on the kids. Because a lot of times they do wake us up, or they'll like wake us up, grab an iPad, and then go sit on the couch or something. But I feel like during the school, like we have to be like up ready. Like I've been working for like 15-20 minutes already. And I feel like the day is like starts earlier, but then by the time it's time for like 9:30, I'm like, okay, it's I'm gonna go to work, pack orders today to grab the samples so I could do the whole new release thing. I need to film, do this, do that, do another thing, because like I said, I have a tattoo appointment tomorrow, so my day is kind of smushed. But I also don't, we'll see. I might just do everything except for the listings and do the listings tomorrow morning, because I don't think that we have the play date till 10. Which also, like, if I need to do listings, I just don't have to go to the play date. Do you know what I'm saying? Or I can just bring my laptop with me. So we'll see. Well, fam, I actually had to go home because I forgot my stinking keys. But this is what we are looking at order-wise. It's actually a lot of orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 question marks. So, yeah. Nick was like, oh, are you gonna be home so we could go to Costco later? And I was like, bruh, I don't know. I know I got a lot of orders to be doing, so I don't think so. And there's an order here, order here, order up here, other things everywhere. So I don't think I'm going to go to Costco later based on what I'm currently looking at. So let's go ahead and pack some with each other. Let's pack this big chunker for Catherine Howell. Bunch of stuff. This is gonna need a box for sure. So let's grab one of these boxes, I think. The falling solos. Ugh, so I did restocks this morning, which is basically just going through the website and putting anything that you need restocked onto the production list, which is also very long. Grateful, thankful, blessed, but my typing fingers get a little tired. I think that this will fit, right? Yeah. What else was I doing this morning? I was like kind of brainstorming Advent. Hannah announced hers, and I was like, oh yeah, I probably should get on that. I did one last year. It was Reading Journal 12-day. It went over really well. I think this year I want to do another Reading Journal one, which it'll kind of be like a, well, I guess the last one last year also came in the shop, but I think it'll be like a shop preview kind of thing, like things that'll be coming to the shop. You'll get exclusives on it and the discount, etc. And do the same thing, 12 days, same price, etc., which ends up being like 30% off. Maybe everything just won't fit in here, which is fine, because I can just use it later. Do I not need those the big boxes are down here. There's more solos. I need this one. How do these all get down here? Okay. This is the box I need. I was just doing later Andrea a service of getting that pre-box made, because we're gonna definitely need some boxes today. And then my other idea, in addition, not either or, is to do a junk journal advent and do a 12-day one of that. It would definitely be a higher price point because the junk journals obviously include more, or I could do like mini junk journals, mini junk journal kits if I can like slim them down. That could also work too, to make the price point a little bit lower. Maybe instead of doing, because like basically there are 5 pieces of paper, instead of doing 5 pieces of paper, maybe, oh, I need the tissue paper. Instead of 5 like sheets to print, maybe I can make it 3 to make it a little extra expensive and make them like mini junk journal kits. That could actually work, because I was like looking at the price point, and I feel like even with the 30% off, it's still gonna be like over 100, which I mean, I think even 3 it'd be cheaper. this in here. It has its freebie and everything. We'll do a little thank you label. These boxes are a little awkward whenever they have these big crap bags in them. Yeah, maybe I can do, actually, now that I'm thinking, maybe I'll do like a mini junk journal kit and then just do it like a little bit smaller. That'll be less for me to do as well. I think I could do that, actually. Make a mini junk journal format and then do mini junk journal kits. Could be cute. Could be cute. Okay. To make it a little less expensive. Because I don't like doing like something super expensive. I want something that like could be on everyone's budget or close. So there's one order. Now let's do, just grab this random one. Okay, let's see who this one is. That one was Catherine H. I never said her whole name before. Probably didn't. This is, I recognize this name, Synovia B from Oklahoma. Really bad at the states, I'm not gonna lie. Also, whenever I like get in here, I always have to do a couple orders before I like put my headphones on, because I will be listening to Crescent City more today. It's just so boring. Like, I'm sorry, but I also think maybe urban fantasy is just not for me. I think I like more of like the whimsical fantasy situation versus like it feels like the real world but with magic in it. I don't know, but to me, Crescent City, and I'm like almost 50% of the way through, like at 48 or something, feels very much so like a really, really long police drama. And like, that's it. And there's like, the thing is like, they're throwing like a bunch of information at me. I don't know what happened here. A bunch of information, I don't care. Information, and I know it's like leading up because obviously like there's a lot to go on, but like I just don't know if I have the attention span for the situation at hand, you know what I'm saying? So that one, and then this is Sierra G. What did Sierra get? Got some doodles. Got some things. Got some more things. Also have a bunch of junk journals to take to Morgan Isle. Carson finished those up yesterday, so I'm very excited about that. Just slip this in the back. Yeah, this is what I do. Probably gonna do this. If I had to guess, I don't know what time it is. I don't have my phone. I think it's like 9 question mark. Oh, I got my phone. I also have all my samples here. So I need to go home at some point and film that. Blah, 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 blah. It's 9:06, so it's pretty close. So if I had to guess, I think I'll be done by 12:30, maybe. But like I said, I still have to go home and do all the new release stuff, or as much of it as I can do. So do I think I'm going to Costco? No. Do I want to go to Costco? Also kind of no. Like I'm kind of set in my ways of like, well, I'm going to go every other week and call it a day. So I'm going to continue. This was Helen R. from MD. Maryland, question mark? But I'm going to continue on my order journey. It's kind of hot in here, I'm not going to lie. But also I think it's just because I'm moving and grooving and it'll probably cool down once I sit for a while. It feels warm. It feels a little rusty toasty. Okay. I'm tired. It is 10:47 and I still have 6 to go. So I think I'm about a little over halfway, question mark, but I'm just getting pooped. Something just happened in Crescent City though, like something interesting about a movie. Hold on, I need to sell it. I'll get right here. So I'm like, okay, something's happening, we're moving, but don't you worry. In like 5 minutes, it's gonna be a whole lot more of nada. I almost just want to read like a spoiler so that I can just be like, okay, that's what happened. That's what's going to happen. That's like why people like this book. And then maybe I'll be more like apt to like want to listen to it. I don't know. I just want to be like the other girls, you know? Good God. It's just, also it's so freaking long. You know? Like, I'm like, I just don't understand why this needs to be so long, because nothing's happening, you know? You read Crisis in the City? Were you like enraptured the whole time, or like did it take you until like the end of this book to like get into it? Because I need to know. Because I mean, even in Atmosphere, like it wasn't until like 70% where I was like, because it was just like a lot of like building up the characters and the relationships and like all of the emotions. But it's just like hard when it's like I've already listened to literally like this much of a book. For it to take that long. It's just kind of bananas, you know? I'm trusting the system. And I'm just gonna finish it. I hate it. I'm not gonna read the rest of it. The only problem is like everyone says that there might be like a crossover between Crescent City and ACOTAR, and but also like the last ACOTAR, unless ACOTAR is not, the next one is not about Nesta, which I don't think it will be, but like if for some reason it is, I'm out. I'm peacing out, and I'm just gonna read Throne of Glass and call it a day. Because also Nesta is like my least favorite ever. But yeah, I just think Rhysand is just the badass, and Feyre is just the badass, and I just feel like I can't get down whiny ass Nesta. It's not my thing. So also I feel like the what's her name? So there's Hunt and Bryce, and I feel like they're not like the romantic combo I normally like, because they're both just kind of like damaged, and like Bryce is a little bit more like sunshine than Hunt is, but they're both kind of just like, I mean, they have reason to be kind of grumpy and like complainy and moody, but like I don't know, I just feel like they might just need some therapy, you know what I'm saying, like some expensive therapy. I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm gonna go back to sleep. Theo has dance class tonight. It's like a later than last year, so basically he's gonna have dance class, come home, and go to sleep. So it should be interesting how that'll go. But at least we'll get to eat dinner prior. I have a lot to do. So in me talking, I finished 1, 2, 3, 4 packing 4 orders. So look, the work is 12:12, and I have finished. I just need to clean this up and put it into mail bins, and then Nick will come pick it up in a bit. They just finished at the good old Costco. I need to go grab a couple of things at the store, and then I'm going to go home and continue my work on new releases. I am 62% of the way through Crescent City. It's something. So Nick and I was like, Nick, cuddle 5 minutes. And he's like, okay, 5 minutes, because we both have stuff to do. We're cuddling, and then we finished cuddling. We were just looking out the window at the birds for 20 minutes, just talking about birds. We're retired, basically, at this point. We just want to sit and watch the birds. And I'm like, Nick, we probably should go. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, probably should get back to work. We're just sitting there talking about the birds. So yeah, we got finches out there, we got cardinals out there, we got Carolina chickadees out there. We have hummingbirds, pigeons, 2 fat squirrels that live their best life. What else do we have out there? We got all kinds of stuff. Hummingbirds are really pretty though. But obsessed. Just filmed new releases. And I'm gonna do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go take pictures of them and keep working. Good morning, family. You're wiggly wobbly, and I have you on top of a battery thing. It is 8:54. 4 and I am eating breakfast. I already finished listings this morning, and I have a bunch of random things I need to do. Like I need to place a Plan of Hannah order. I needed to order more bubble mailers of a specific size. I need to order more bookmarks. I still have to do that. I need to probably do customs this morning. I need to do like the weekly organization stickers today. I need to bulk schedule all of the Instagram posts for the next week. I got up the YouTube video already, and then, like I said yesterday, we have a play date with a bunch of kids for Lila at 10, I think. And then I have a tattoo appointment at 1, and then I decided that because I'm going to be near it, the thing is I'm like, I don't know how long this tattoo appointment's going to be, and I kind of like, in my head, I want it to be short, because I'm like, I don't want to like sit there getting needles dug into me for like forever. But it's like only a couple minutes away from Soup Leaf, but Soup Leaf like closes in the like middle of the day. Let's see. Yeah, they close at 3 and they don't open till 5. And my appointment's at 1, and I really so sad because I do not think that my appointment is going to be 4 hours. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be like 2. I was like, I could kind of like piss around and like drive around, go to like Book People or something, listen to my audiobook. I think it's just going to depend on how long the appointment is. Like if I go to the appointment at 1 and I'm there till like 4 or like 3:30, I think maybe I'll just stay in the area till 5 because I could really go for Soup Leaf. But also I'm going to Soup Leaf in like 2 weeks with Hannah, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe I should just come home. I think it's going to be a game day decision, but I'll make sure I charge you up so if I do end up going out and about, like, I love going out to eat by myself now. Like, it was something, like, in my 20s that I was like, I'm not going to do. It's, like, sounds terrifying. But now I just put my headphones on, listen to an audiobook, eat my food. They come over and ask me if I want to refill my water every once in a while, and I'm, like, literally solid. I don't need anything. I just want to, like, vibe, you know? But yeah, I'm working, I'm eating tofu. Nick took tofu to her, just like one of her, like, she needs shots appointments. And I'm interested to see how much she weighs because girl's getting thick. Not like actually thick, but like she feels like substantial compared to like a puppy baby. So he did that. Lila's watching her iPad eating a yogurt. It's like in breakfast. It's more like a snack, but yeah. I also cleaned her room yesterday, and also Theo had his dance, which was, he loved it. It was like, normally we dance, like we have dance, then we come home, we eat. This was like, dance was later, so we had to eat beforehand. But there's more kids in his class this year, which is really exciting, and obviously his besties in his class, so he doesn't really care if there's anybody else or not. But also the one girl from his class last year is also in his class, and she's super cute. And yeah, we came home, they went to bed, we watched Elio, which was cute. We LOL'd a lot, and then promptly passed out at like 9:45. So tired last night. I took a shower too, so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna work, eat, to do my Plan of Hannah order. I have all my, I was waiting until I knew that this art was coming. It's the privilege of being besties, but I need to order, because I like to see how, like, when it prints, like what foils I think will go with them. So I'm gonna order all of my Halloween foil I need from Hannah. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna charge you. Toodaloo. Gotta find a good place I can prop you, but like there's literally nowhere. You're gonna fit here. Perfect. Wow. I went on the play date already, and me and Nick drove separate. I left. I'm like perpetually early, and I was like, I'm hungry. I have quite a bit of time, which I did get a pickle slice. I didn't want fast food, and I was like, oh, this is only like 5 minutes from my tattoo appointment. This is All Day Pizza, my favorite pizza in Austin. It's new to me. It's new to just in general, but I haven't tried the pickle. This is like what they're known for. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite thing ever, but I figured I gotta try it. So you're gonna see the first bite. I mean, pretty good. Ranch. I think Hannah would like this. Nick and I went in and they do like samplers, so you can pick all different kinds of pizza. And it's like New York style pizza, like actually, not like they're joking. I feel like this really cute picture, but I can't for really the life of me decide if it's here or across the street I'm supposed to be parking. So let's end the route and look at the map. I'm like a decently good wayfinder. So I'm like Guadalupe and 35th. Yeah. In between Civil Goat Coffee and whatever, which that's Civil Goat Coffee. Okay, I think I'm in the right spot. So, going to get my tattoo, I'm listening to Crescent City. But like I said, I just think that there's like a lot of information. I feel like when I need one of those poster boards with like the signs.
Exploded. She was a coward and died like one and deserves to be something for the river.
Had my soup leaf, have my new favorite tattoo, and y'all, I am pooped, but I did get to like 95% in Crescent City, and then I got home. It was such a long drive home, but y'all, got crazy. It is Monday of next week. If you're watching this when it comes out, this is like filmed the same day, but I didn't really film anything on Friday or the weekend. I feel like whenever I'm doing family things, it's a little bit hard to do that, but basically I repotted a bunch of my plants. I did film a time lapse for it, but it was so blurry. I don't know. I think it like focused on something closer and then just like continued on. But I did finish Crescent City. I had like a whole part where I was like talking about it, but I was like, I don't know if there's any spoilers in this, but I did finish it and I ended up giving it 4 stars because all of the useless information throughout, they gave us like 3 things and then it was like bam, 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 bam. Okay, everything makes sense. None of that was useless information. I am not mad about the situation because I didn't expect any of it. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was kind of wild and crazy for the last like 20% of it. So overall, thrilled with that. My tattoo is healing beautifully and I love it so stinking much. But like I said, today is Monday. I finished editing this vlog. We did a lot this weekend. We always do. Friday we had a date day with Lila, and then we went to my in-laws on Saturday. On Friday we also had like a magic night at my house with all of our friends, and then Sunday we had swim lessons, and there's just always a million things going on. We played Magic a lot this weekend because we are just like so hype and vibey. But otherwise, I hope you like this vlog. Let me know if you want to keep seeing them from me, and I will keep filming them now that my kids are like mostly, for the most part, back at school. I can do that. So I'm going to go make myself some breakfast in case you were wondering. Yes, it's eggs and rice, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!